everyone, it's Mary. Welcome back to my channel. And I'm recording in a very different spot today. I'm actually recording from my home office. So you guys get to see my crazy closet that's not a closet, the entryway to my attic, and if the heat or something kicks on, you'll hear that running as well. It's super fun times, but I'm recording a different spot today because I'm just kind of doing an impromptu video for you guys. And this video is not going to be as booktube related as I usually make my booktube videos, because I'm going to talk a little bit about AuthorTube. It's the end of November, which means I am getting ready for NaNowrimo. Again, I'm trying NaNowrimo again this year. I don't know. So this is definitely not book related video. So if you're only interested in books, come back on Friday. I will talk about books then. Today we're going to talk about Nanowrimo Prep and kind of what I've done to prepare for NaNowrimo this year. But before I jump into the video, first of all, I want to let you guys know that those of you who follow my second channel, I did change the name of my second channel. It is now called Mary Ellen's Life Journey, and this is going to be more similar to the way I first did this channel. Back when I first started this channel, I did like vlogs about my health, my life, things that were going on in my personal life. And then I decided to switch over to like a bunch of other things and ended up on BookTube. So since this channel has already transitioned to BookTube, I don't want to switch it again. I want to keep it where it is. And instead, I am going to put more of the more personal type videos over on my other channel, as well as continue with talking about my debt-free journey and kind of like some changes I'm making in my personal life. So if you are from back then when I did more personalized vlogging type things, I don't know if I'll vlog, but I mean at least like things about like things that aren't book related, then you might want to go follow that channel. I will link it below in case you haven't already been there. And there will be more content coming soon, but that channel is definitely not going to be as consistent as this one, but it will be where I put like the videos that nobody on BookTube really cares about. So just an FYI, if you want to follow me for like normal everyday life things, then, you know, go on over to that channel and that's where you'll find it. But this channel is going to remain BookTube, AuthorTube related. Okay, let's talk about NaNowrimo. So first of all, NaNowrimo, for those of you who don't know, is National Novel Writing Month. It's been around forever. I started doing it the first time in college, and I've almost every year I've at least attempted it. I have not succeeded in completing NaNowrimo very often, but the whole idea is that for the month of November, writers from all around the world get together and make this pact to write 50,000 words for the month of November. The whole idea is that 50,000 words is enough to write like a short book, like a novella / short novel, or it is a really good chunk of a normal sized novel, depending on your genre and kind of what you're writing. It is supposed to be fiction writing, but there are nano rebels who can write pretty much whatever they want to. And if I'm 100% honest with all of you guys, I really have not been writing at all for the last year. I have done very little writing. So I decided to challenge myself with this new job. I'm still taking on my portfolio, so I have a little bit extra time in the evening. I'm not working on things till like 10 p.m. at night like I normally would be in revenue management. So I'm like, why don't I try it this year when I actually may have time to complete it? So my goal for NaNowrimo this year is just to write something every day. So I'm not going to stick to the 50,000 words, and I'm not going to necessarily stick to just writing a novel, but I am going to at least attempt to write something every single day. So whether that be a Medium article, because I'm still on Medium, I haven't written in long time, but I'm still on Medium, which I will also put on my link tree so you guys can find that if you want to read what I wrote. But I also am going to try to work on this novel idea that I have. So some things I did to prep for NaNowrimo so far this year is really make sure my outline for my novel is very well thought out. So I don't know if I mentioned this in last year's video, but I found a couple of videos on how to outline a series and how to outline a novel by breaking it into like a 3-act play. I will see if I can link those videos to you. I know one of them was Sarah Cannon, so I'm going to try to link that below as her Heart Breathings YouTube channel. And then the other one, I cannot remember who the woman is, but she has this really great outline on how to break it into like a 3-act play. So it's like, here's act 1, here's act 2, here's act 3. And the way that the two videos kind of explained how to plot was really helpful because I am actually writing my own mafia romance. that's how I started up on this mafia kick that I've been on. I mean, you guys have been following me this year. Literally every single month, half of the books I read are like mafia, motorcycle club, dark romance, billionaire men in suits, romances. I am obsessed with them, and it started from this novel idea that I had. I wanted to write a mafia romance, but I had never really read a ton of mafia romance. So I picked up Cora Riley to learn more about mafia romance, and then I just got sucked in for the last year into this world of mafia romances. So my mafia romance idea is still there. I still have the original outline. So what I did over the month of October was go back and really try to tweak that, knowing what I know about the mafia romances that I've read this year. Was my idea already done? That kind of thing. And the answer is no. My idea hadn't, it probably has been done by someone, but as far as it being like blatantly a copycat type thing, then no. And I learned a lot more about different forms of the mafia. I studied the original like mafia from like Italy versus the American. I mean, I've really kind of put a lot of research into the last year. So I went ahead and updated that outline. So what's really great about this outline though is I actually have 3 tabs, and so I have like the series outlined, but then I also have where the 3 books, because it's a trilogy, so I have where the 3 books fall in the series arc, and then broke down the first book of the series, which is what I'm hoping to write for NaNowrimo. So long story short, my idea is to write a mafia romance series that follows 3 brothers who it's going to be kind of like a mystery, because I'm just going to admit that their father gets killed at the beginning of the series, and he is murdered by a fellow mafia person, but they don't know who it is, and they're trying to figure out who put the hit out on their father. And so the oldest son obviously inherits the role of being the boss, and then he has the 2 younger brothers. And so the trilogy follows these 3 brothers, and the arc is obviously trying to find out who murdered the father, but then their individual stories also floating through the trilogy. And then as of right now, it's a trilogy. Maybe I'll write 3 books and be like, hey, I want to keep going. And as far as publishing, I don't know if I'm going to try to get this traditionally published. I don't know if I'll try to self-publish. I haven't gotten there because right now I'm just focusing on writing the book. So that's where I'm at. I will share this original outline and the video for this outline that this person shared with me. It is the best. I've made tweaks to like the actual spreadsheet for my own purposes, but I mean, the way she explains the breakdown and the way she kind of I'm telling you, this is the most helpful, because one of my biggest issues was like, how do I know? I have a great story idea, but how do I get there? Like, I can tell you what happens at the important part of the book and how the book ends. I can tell you how the couple meet, but trying to get them from meeting to this big moment to the end when they're in love, like what happens in between. And when I watched this person's video, it was absolutely instrumental in helping me really figure out how to flesh out that storyline. So again, I will find it and I will link it below so you can also watch it. And then also Sarah Cannon's video on how to create a series was equally as helpful, because again, trying to figure out like, how do I connect the books in this series, and then also trying to keep people to come back to each book, because you can write a bunch of individual love stories that aren't necessarily a series. You got to have people drawn into that series. And so she talks about like a story arc and how your arc should be a full series arc, and then your books fall in the arc of the series. And again, the way that Sarah Cannon explains these on her Heart Breathings channel has been absolutely amazing for me and has really helped me understand how to break things down. So that was really what I did. I am very much a plotter. I know people are pantsers. I am not. I am 100% a plotter. So I plotted out pretty much everything you can think of. I did character profiles. I mean, I've spent a lot of time in the last month really fleshing this novel out. So I feel like I have a really good start because I know I can write a scene. So like, I'm going to sit down today, I'm going to write this scene, and then I already know what the scene is because I've already planned it. I just got to put it on paper. And then again, part 2 of that is writing for Medium. Medium, I really want to get back into. I enjoy it because it allows you to just kind of write short little blog posts / articles about things. I know there's like a partner program and people can get paid and they've changed it. And you know what? I don't write on Medium for that reason. I write because I think it's fun. And so really for NaNoWrimo, my goal is to just write something every day. Write something every day. I call myself a writer. I don't write. So I need to change that. So my goal is to write something every single day for the month of November. I don't know if it'll be 50,000 words or not. Don't care. That's not what I'm there for. But that's what I'm doing. So if you guys are also doing NaNoWrimo, because I know some people on here are both BookTube and AuthorTube, or you are readers that also write, and you want to get together and do like write-ins, or, you know, because last year people did virtual write-ins since nobody could get together in person due to COVID. So if you want me to host a virtual write-in, or if you're hosting a virtual write-in, let me know. I would love to get together, do a virtual write-in. Let's talk about NaNoWrimo. I will keep you updated as I go, and we'll see how it goes, because I love writing, and NaNoWrimo, I love it so much. If you happen to be in a community that's hosting live events, my particular state is not hosting live events. We're doing virtual only due to COVID and cases kicking back up around where I live. But if you live in an area that does NaNoWrimo, this is a great opportunity to get to know other people around you that also write. A lot of people I know have met their critique partners or like writing partners and all this stuff by going to NaNoWrimo. So if you haven't checked it out and if you haven't signed it up, go to nanowrimo.org. Great place. I am on there. I will leave my NaNoWrimo username below so you can be my friend. And I'm excited. So yay, that's what I'm doing for November. So if you guys like, where is Mary? Why is she not reading as many books? Let's be honest, I'm going to listen to audiobooks anyway. But if you're like, hey, she didn't read like 30 books this month or whatever, it's probably because I'm writing. So I'm excited. Yay for NaNoWrimo. And let me know if you're participating below. And I will be back on Friday to talk about books. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.